host Amel.
And I'm Sabita. Today's episode is going to be seriously spooky. We're diving into the real-life horror behind the H family in Tanggulangin, Sidoarjo. The inspiration for the film Diambang Kematian.
Hi, I am Fernanda. I've been digging into this case for weeks, and trust me, it's not just a ghost story. The event were real, tragic, and still leave people wondering.
Hi, I am Nadia, as someone who lives not far from Tanggulangin. I've heard this story since I was a kid, and even now, it still gives people chills.
And I am Erliana. As a film reviewer, I've seen plenty of horror movies, but knowing this on was based on real events, just makes it way more reviewing.
So, here, could you walk us through what exactly happened? Sure, around the early 2000s, the H family living in Tanggulangin began losing family members one by one in strange, unexplained deaths. The only survivor was their youngest daughter.
Were not the rumors about a possession or some kind of dark spiritual pact?
Exactly. Many believe the father of the family made a deal with supernatural forces, possibly for wealth or protection, but in return, he had to sacrifice something. Some say it was his own family.
People used to avoid walking near that house at night. They said they heard crying, saw shadows, or just felt an eerie presence.
The movie Diambang Kematian brought all that to life with scenes that were both shocking and emotional. I didn't just saw horror, it saw it painful and mystery. Do you think it was respectful to turn something so tragic into a film? It did. That direction that included disclaimer and her to treat it with care. But yes, there are always the risk of turning real trauma into entertainment.
Still, it got people talking and scared. I couldn't even finish watching it alone.
After the movie came out, people started coming to Tanggulangin out of curiosity. Some locals didn't like it. It felt like the tragedy was being turned into a tourist spot.
What's strange is no one really knows what happened to the surviving daughter. Some say she changed her identity and moved far away. Others say she still lives in secret.
And the house?
Still there. It changed owners a few times, but no one stays long. People say the atmosphere feels heavy.
It's proof that even if the house changed, the story stays, the trauma doesn't disappear.
So, final thoughts before we end today's episode. It shows how fear and belief can deeply affect people and how desperation can lead to very dark decisions.
To us locals, it's more than just a ghost story. It's something that actually happened and it left a scar.
It also reminded us the horror isn't always fiction, something the really world is created anymore. And stories like this keep living through whispers, rumors, and now through podcasts like this.
That's a wrap for today's episode of Behind the Horror.
Thank you so much for joining us.
And wherever you are listening from,
Remember, not all scary stories are made up.
Some of them are real, closer than you think.
see you next time!